What's going on, Diablo 4 players? I got another build for you. It is the Meteor Sorc. Oh yeah, this puppy is flashy. A lot of fun, a lot of visuals. Alright, let's get into it. We'll do this Bartuk fight. I'll show you a couple boss kills, little gear breakdown, and then a little speed pit run. Alright, let's get into it. As you can see, we easily made the Bartuk fight. I had some pretty good picks. No goblins, but pretty good picks. Let's see how fast we actually take this dude down. Oh yeah, no problem. Just raining down that hellfire. Let's see if we get anything good. Nope, nothing good. Slap that all into some gold. Alright, we'll go do a Belial kill. Just showcase how actually strong it can be. And believe me when I say my gear is nowhere near optimized, so there's a lot of room to grow. I do need a lot more cooldown reduction just to infinite teleport. But once that's online, this build will be super fun. Very, very visually sick. I think it's one of the coolest visuals of any build out there. Not the strongest, but a lot of fun. As you can see, yeah, my cooldown just isn't the greatest, but we'll get it there. Don't have the best gear, but I know what you need. So I got the build planner updated. Once you get that gear, if you choose to make this build, if you're kind of bored with some of the smaller ball of lightning builds and stuff like that, kind of maxed out, it's worth it to check this build out. As you can see, you just absolutely just bring the rain. Super fun build. Once you're actually attacking people. Now let's see if we can get a better tile roster real quick. Roster on that. Alright. Maybe. Cooldown? Oh, we suck again. Alright. We'll go back to Saragard, do a little quick gear breakdown. Like I said, visually, probably one of the coolest builds out there. Not the strongest. I'm hitting for about 110 billion a hit. But alright, let's get into it. Again, can't find cooldown reduction GA to save my life, so I got a double hit on it. Nowhere near enough, but if you get the GA, get a double hit, should be pretty good. So you want the Harlequin, and we're going with Igni Guard just to make sure we are getting or maxing out our critical strike chance. And then we're going Shroud. Typically you want to triple hit the all stats. Flicker Step. Again, all this chaos gear can be interchangeable, doesn't have to be in the same location. I got lucky with a 4 GA. Doesn't do anything really. What you really want is that damage reduction from close enemies. I just triple hit it. Landed on all random stuff, so it really doesn't matter too much. What we're really after is the evade reduces the ultimate cooldown. That way we can constantly cast our Inferno. Next, you want Fist of Fate. I got it on attack speed just because I already had one triple hit. And my cooldown sucks, so it's just helping me evade just a little bit faster. For the runes, you want Yule and Thule. I'll get into why we want Thule here in a sec once we go over a quick little paragon. Next, you want the Starfall. I did not get it on Meteor, but I double hit it. You typically want the GA on Meteor and just max it out as much as you can. I think you could go up to 16 or 18 ranks on this thing. So I am missing some damage there. And then you just want the staff. I tried both out. As you can see, I've been messing with this build a lot. All that gear down below is what I've been trying. And so far I found that this has the most potential to actually be pretty freaking good. So you want intelligence at least GA'd. And then critical strike chance is a bonus. The damage there, I got to change that to max life. Damage really isn't doing much. But you want to temper on pyromancy attack speed. And then the damage is not coming from your meteors. It's actually coming from your meteorites. So you want to temper on chance for meteorites to deal double damage. Try to triple hit it if you can. I did not. This masterwork in this season for me has sucked. But then you want to put the aspect of Shattered Stars on there. That's just going to give your meteorites extra bonus damage. For the first ring, you want the aspect of Flash Fire. GA on Intelligence. Attack speed is a bonus if you can get another GA on there. And then temper on Pyromancy attack speed and Inferno cooldown. And then for the Tal Rasha, you want the GA on cooldown. I haven't found one yet. But once I do, that'll really help with the perma evade. Yep, masterwork everything into cooldown. For the amulet, I have spent probably 3 billion trying to get Devouring Blaze where Glass Cannon is. I can't get it. But you typically want Permafrost and Devouring Blaze. And then you want to temper on evade cooldown reduction and then pyromancy critical strike damage. You could probably go attack speed. It's not really going to make too much of a difference. I'm trying to fiddle with it a little bit right now. So if I find one that's better, I'll update in the planner. And then just skulls and all of it for armor. For the mercenary, it's all critical strike. So we're going to go Subo. Reinforcement, we're going to do Varyana. I'll probably change this to Rahir just for that extra defense. For the chaos perks, we are going a beast corner, so it's going to reduce your life, but we're also going to get pretty good increase in damage. Marred guard, that's going to lead us below 50% life. Just another extra damage increaser. And then explosive combinations, we are basically holding down Firebolt. So we're constantly getting that 20% increase of damage, and it can stack up to 3 times. And then we're using advanced technique just to increase the damage of our meteor. For the paragon board, again, I will have this linked in the description below. But we're going to start off just going Firebolt, and then take some Potent Warding, Elemental Dominance, down to Flame Shield, max out Teleport. Just a couple into these. Familiar. Yep, we're going to take that down to Invoked. Ice Blaze, we're going to get that extra cooldown reduction. Align the Elements is just helping with survivability. And then we come down here, max out our Meteor. And then we're going to take it into Mage's Meteor. That way they fall 30% faster. And then max out Devouring Blaze and Inner Flame. And then 3 to Permafrost. Or Frost. I'll get why here in just a sec. Max out Inferno. Over here, Elemental Synergies and Evocation. And then we're going Izu's Ferocity. So while we are kind of stacking a little bit of ice and using that Thul Rune is because over here we are actually using the Icefall board. So we get I tried multiple boards too. This one gave me the most damage. But they have to be frozen. That Thul Rune is also activating this board basically, and we're going to slap Destruction in there. Gives us some pretty good critical attack damage. But your frost skills deal 35% increased damage, and if they're frozen, it's doubled. So that's when you get those big spikes in damage. And again, I tried multiple boards. That one gave me the most. It's weird, but it works. And actually, I should probably go into this real quick. So for the skill tree, we're also using Frost Nova as one of our enchantments. Just gives us that extra chance to freeze them. And then one thing with the ice armor, we are using the mystical ice armor. As long as you have enough cooldown, your ice armor will be up all the time, and you also have that chance to freeze the enemy, which again activates that board. So for the starter, we're going Tactician. I won't spend too much time in it. And then we're going to Fundamental Release with Pyromaniac. And then we are going Frigid Fate with Elementalist. And then, like I said earlier, we're going Icefall with Destruction. And we're coming up here. Our last board is obviously going to be Searing Heat with Flame Feeder. So that's the Paragon board for you. Don't think I'm missing any pertinent information on this build. I have been swapping out the Crown Illusion just to get a little extra cooldown. Like I said, my gear kinda sucks, but it's actually hitting pretty good. You could knock out all T4 content. You saw we just took out Bartuk and Belial. With the right amount of cooldown reduction, you're going to be flying, dropping meteors like crazy. So I'll just show you a little bit of the Helltide with a little extra cooldown reduction. So as you can see, you could just freaking absolutely just start bringing the rain, you know, which is a really cool and fun build to look at. So if you're bored out there of those little electric balls, start dropping some big meteors, baby. Other than that, that's pretty much the build in a nutshell, honestly. Not too much to it. You're not going to break any pit records. You can do a 79 in about 2 minutes. Very easy. Actually, probably about a minute and a half. You can do it a lot faster once you get some cooldown reduction. But you could just absolutely just blast everyone, and it's a really cool build. I don't see anybody using this thing, probably because it's not a meta, but I'm at a point right now where I'm just trying to play some builds that I think are pretty fun. So if you all like this video, I really appreciate the support you all have been given. That druid, I'm almost at 126, so stay tuned for that. I may have figured out a couple things, but we're going to be trying that here very soon. But again, appreciate all the support, and until next time, we'll see ya.